Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration. Even the most unassuming ingredients can produce astounding flavor. But unlocking that potential takes a keen sense of smell, a refined palate, and an open mind.
Good evening, my darlings. How are you doing this fine evening? Doing pretty good. Jesus loves me. I'm trying. Anyway. So we're going to start off with the Spiral Abyss today. And then whatever time we have left, we'll go ahead and work on the what was it called? I don't know, the one where you're making shorts. Hold on. Lunar Crystallize, normal and charge attack damage increased by 75%. Well, okay, clearly we're gonna want... Well, we're obviously gonna want Natlin characters for that one. Question is, which Natlin characters? I guess we are gonna go with our Chaska team. Sure. Let's see. Okay, I think I got it. Chaska and Mawika and Seatlali and Yuánshén. I think that should be the best option. And we'll do them both for first half and for second half. So obviously we gotta do this and do this and do this and Goro. Here's my Lunar Crystallized team and Goro. Anyway. Oh, there's Yuánshén. Mawika. Seatlali and Chaska. I think... Hold on. Let me confirm. Yeah, Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayer. So, she needs to go last before Chaska takes the field. All right. Let's see if we can't get this done. I mean, I'm pretty confident in my Lunar Crystallized, but not so much about other stuff. Max HP. Character burst damage. Neither of those are particularly good, but floor 11, it's not going to be an issue.
Pull in! Everyone, me! Go get him, Aiden! Light compels you!
Without further ado, lofty wisdom will show us the way.
Easy, Moto. Easy peony. How much time do I have left?
Burn it down. Pyroclastic surge.
That took 16 seconds, not 6 seconds. My brain.
Let's run. Open fire. Bullseye. Bullseye. Fire in the hole.
Rise with the sun!
Wrath from the sky.
That was probably unnecessary. Probably could have just gotten on the motorcycle. Kind of wasted a burst. That's okay. Character energy recharge plus 20%. Sure.
Your journey ends here, Lord.
I'm I'm not entirely confident
Divine light, shield them.
in. Are you sure about that? I think I've heard that before.
Light the dust.
Well, that did not was not too difficult, huh?
Light it up. Quick as a flash. Start the clock. Show no mercy. You two. Tight. Take me up. Bullseye. Open fire. Knock him down. Burn it down. Control breathing. Fulfill our pact. Ha!
Just preserve the bursts for the second one, for the next one. Third one, not the second one. But anyway, character attack plus 20%. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Wait, midnight for all.
Press the advantage. While the light shines bright, light
Be cleansed. The sky clears and blaze with shine.
Oh, I was like, okay, there's gonna be a second one after that. I always forget just how ridiculously easy floor 11 is when you compare it to floor 12.
Get to work. Lolling, eat Papa. Take me up. Open fire. Locked on. Locked on. Fire in the hole. Burn it down. Light of the blazing sun.
Easy moto. Same teams. Does Chaska's bullet thing, does that count as charge attack damage? If not, I might need to rethink this. If it doesn't, then we're gonna go ahead and switch this up so that Mawika takes center stage. Maybe we can do some, I don't know, some burn melt with Seat Lolly. I don't know. Let's see. Normal and charge attack damage plus 20%. Okay. I mean, that's...
Pull in. Rally. Be gone, shadow of darkness.
Hi, Yummy.
Lofty wisdom.
Yummy, Mugoni.
Smack the dust.
Maybe you should, like, focus on the guy that's on the ground and his shield is already broken.
Converge.
Might be a good idea.
Press the advantage. Go get him, Aiden. Light compels you.
Without further ado, divine light, shield them.
Goodness, though.
Light the dust.
They really wanted you to get Linnea for this one, didn't they?
Charge, everyone.
I highly recommend it.
You got this.
She's my this is my strongest team by far.
Show us the way.
And that's without her dedicated support.
Light the dust.
Well, her dedicated 5-star support. She still has her dedicated 4-star support in Ilua.
Rise with the sun. Wrath from the skies. Control breathing. Start the clock. Suffer the wrath of Eclipse Blood.
Oh, Void Shields. Gotta love the Void Shields.
Burn it down. Pyroclastic surge. Faster. Stronger. Let's move. Show no mercy. Keep lolling. Eat Papa. Take me up.
I originally was not going to be pulling for her, but I ended up doing so. And, going pretty darn hard for her, too.
Control breathing.
The game really did not want to give her to me.
You two. Time set. Let's run. Bullseye.
I honestly thought it was going to be a lot closer than that. I was a little worried. It seemed like it was taking forever. I mean, it's just Natlin and Chill in general, but yeah, Kinnick is the best at getting rid of them. By far.
Advance! Press the advantage! While the light shines bright, behold!
The sky's clear. The blaze moon shines.
Of course, I don't have Emily, so...
Light the dust.
Not really a good idea for me to try and... I mean, it's fine. He can operate without Emily, but I don't think I've ever really tried to maximize Kinnick.
Divine light, shield them. Foolish and ignorant.
Okay, that took over a little over half a minute, so we should be good.
Care for the dance?
No need to rush.
Dance with me. Stronger. On my mark.
Yeah, I kind of screwed up my rotation with Yuánshén. That's causing some problems.
Open fire. Open fire. Knock them down.
This is my most hated boss of all.
Let's move.
Unfortunately, the ER bonus isn't really helping.
Open.
The thing is this boss is like really complicated. You can't just brute force him, and I just it would be really easy if I would actually learn his mechanics and how to do this, how to actually fight him. But nope, I just insist on trying to brute force it, which results in nothing but pain.
Rise with the sun. Light up the blazing sun. Form first.
Okay, we're gonna skip Yuánshén's burst.
Like
That way we'll have it.
open fire.
I mean, the newest ones are just shill bosses. That's really it. I mean, there's the deer. That I also hate that one because I often screw that up. But dang it. Okay, gotta go with the crit rate and the crit damage. Even though I'm pretty sure I maxed out on crit rate for both Mawika and Chaska. I'm gonna check what my crit rate on Zibai looks like.
Press the advantage! While the light shines bright, behold!
See, this one's like super easy. All you need is crystallize, or preferably lunar crystallize damage. That's it, you know. And so it's just a shield boss.
Blaze moon shines. Like flame. A new moon rises.
As long as you've got Zibai, you're good.
Rally! You got this! Behold the dawn!
Without further ado.
Advance! While the light shines bright, light come...
Locking wisdom will show us the way.
Well, this one's a little bit more difficult than I was thinking it would be.
Light the dust.
So I'm fairly new to the whole Chaska thing. This will be my first time using her on,
Light it up.
in Spiral Abyss against
Faster. Stronger.
a Void Shield, but I have heard that she is especially good at breaking them,
Take me up.
just because of all the bullets. And yeah, that certainly seems to be the case.
Bullseye. Bullseye. Fire in the hole.
Rise with the sun!
Wrath from the sky. Quick as a flash.
I'm sorry, I saw that you sent a message, but I kind of can't read it right now. I will...
Let's fly.
Oh, gosh. Why? Why do you have to take the form of the Mago Genki?
Locked on. Burn it down. Light up the blazing
Okay.
sun. Control breathing. Let's move.
Okay, this is... We are just about done here. Again he chooses the Magukenki. Well, too bad. It won't avail you. Oh, I thought you sent another message. I'm sorry. Anyway. There we go. Full stars. Easy peony. See, that's the thing. All you need is the shill. All you need is the shill. And yeah, okay, the void shields were extremely annoying when all I had for Natlan characters was Mualani and Kachina. That was really annoying, and I hate these hard shill mechanics. I do hate those, but as long as you have the character, it's like super easy. There was, for example, this boss that over here was so extremely frustrating to me because I did not have a freeze team. I didn't even have a cryo main DPS. My best cryo main DPS was Ganyu. Okay, and before I got Skirk, my best cryo main DPS was Ganyu. So you can imagine how frustrating, how difficult this guy was, and the unfinished chess game boss was. But once I got Skirk, super easy. So I didn't need to learn the mechanics or anything like that. The Magukenki, you need to learn the mechanics to actually fight him. For these shill bosses, which again I don't like that aspect of them, but anyway, for these shill bosses, you don't need to worry about the mechanics. As long as you just like, okay, the mechanics are stopped with freeze. Okay, get a freeze team.
Know of any new orchestral pieces?
You can easily brute force them as long as you have the right, as long as you bring the right team.
Find new inspiration.
Which, again, I don't like that design, but it just makes it so much easier for me. Now that I have, for the most part, teams for different things. I mean, I could still use some melt stuff, but that's aside from the point. Anyway.
Rev the engines.
Let's go ahead and get our rewards. Oh, that's right. It auto claims it. My bad. So to buy, wanna see crit rate 34.9%, but that's her weapon. Brings it up to 62%, and then the artifacts brings it up to 92.9%. So almost 100%. So actually, she did benefit from that crit rate plus crit damage. That actually brought her up to just over 100%. However, Chaska, crit rate 60% with Obsidian Codex. Her crit rate is exactly 100%. Mawika. Well, I'm using Night Soul Blessing. She's in Night Soul Blessing state. So, yes, she gets the 40%. So, yes, that she's just over the 100% crit rate. So, yeah, now if I check. Oh. Wait, how long does it take to fade? For 6 seconds. Oh. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Probably. We'll see. I want to get her signature weapon. I think that's going to be more valuable to me than getting her to C2. So the only limited characters that aren't on the 5-star selector thing that we get that aren't on this thing, the only 5-star characters, limited characters that I have constellations are Mawika and Furina. Furina, I'm at C2. I'm going to get her to C4 before I get her weapon, because you kind of need C4 for her weapon, for her signature. And miHoYo, I have her at C1. And if I remember correctly, her C2 is really powerful. But if I can get her weapon, I want to get her weapon because I can pull for her at any time. But pulling for the weapon, you want to have a guarantee before you go for the weapon. So, yeah. And the only character whose signature weapon I have, well, that's on the limited banner, is Nahida. Which actually, I shouldn't use that weapon skin. If I have her signature weapon, I should show it off. But anyway, yes. So Nahida, I have her signature weapon, but for all of the other characters, I don't. And the only, and if you look here, I don't have a greatsword, a 5-star greatsword, which I think that's been a major barrier to my miHoYo's ability to keep up with other characters. I mean, for example, Arlecchino. So people, when miHoYo came out, people were like, oh, Arlecchino, she's done. Why would you ever pull her? My Arlecchino performs about on par with miHoYo. And I think that's in no small part due to the fact that the C2 Primordial Jadewing Spear. And then, of course, Lost Prayer Sacred Winds. That's probably helping my Veressa because my Veressa outperforms my miHoYo. Now, my Veressa Electrocharged Sheam does use Furina. And Furina C2 is really powerful. C2 Furina is a really powerful buffer. But yeah, so so I want to get miHoYo's signature weapon if I can. And I know people are talking about how Lohan's signature weapon isn't really all that good. It's actually kind of wild that Lohan ended up not being a standard banner character. I was really, really hoping for that. Because he'd be a really great melt DPS. Like, even still, right now, I don't have melt DPS. Yeah, like, I can do burn melt. But, hi, Pikachu. How goes the night? Alright, let's see. What am I gonna get? What am I gonna get? Open up the box. I mean, if we get a defense scaler, it's still gonna be terrible. So never mind. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna be good for anyone too. Yeah, and I mean, okay, yes, you can make a Skirk melt team. It's not actually going to be as terrible as a lot of people are saying. It's just not ideal. And I really need a cryo main DPS that isn't Ganyu. You know? I'm sorry. Ganyu's great, but she can't cut it. I can review your characters. I don't have, like, I'm not going to be able to show them on screen because I don't have a browser window thing set up for that. I can go ahead and check. I'm not very good with the whole character review thing, though. It's not something that I really put a lot of thought into. I mostly just rely on Kaching mains and Genshin Optimizer for my stuff. So, I mean, you can give me your UID and I'll check it out. Yeah, and the thing about that is, is that Harbingers have always been main DPSs, and Pantalone is supposed to be cryo, but at the same time, his character is really more designed as kind of like the idea of his character seems to be more like
Exploration and trials.
hold on.
Adventuring is right up my alley.
Like behind the scenes stuff, right? Or wait, was he Dendro? I thought no, he's not cryo. What am I thinking? Arlecchino with the Staff of Homa and her signature set. How about that? That looks quite nice. I mean, obviously you'd want a attack percent substat to be ideal, but looks perfectly fine. This is I don't know what. And no crit rate on her weapon. I forget what her signature artifact set does as far as if it touches crit. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, Sandrone is gonna be cryo. Oh, thank you for the subscription, Pikachu. Heart hands. Oh, it's gonna bother me. Okay, yeah. So no crit rate stuff on Arlecchino's signature set. So, oops. What am I doing? Nervelet. 45% crit rate, which with the set is 81. 81% crit rate with 300% crit damage. You might want to swap out the circlet for a crit rate, or so what I have on my Nervelet is the Sacrificial Jade. Sacrificial Jade. It's not always ideal, and that plus Mars Jose Hunter. That's a crit rate of 72.8%. So crit rate is kind of a dead stat. Which means you'd need to swap out a few other of his pieces. Let's see. Maybe the timepiece? Probably. Yeah, so if you were to switch to Sacrificial Jade, you need to do that. And that's assuming you even have it. The Widsith. Oh, I hate Widsith. It's the random one, you know, right? Yeah, if you get the attack percent on that, it's just dunzoed. But as long as you don't mind resetting, I guess it's probably the best one. Obviously, Prototype Amber. A lot of people use that instead. Let's see. But yeah, I mean, like I said, the circlet probably. You'd want a crit rate one with crit rate circlet with crit damage and HP percent substat, and those really would be the stats that you would care about. So, I mean, an elixir would be mighty fine for that purpose. If you've got 3 elixirs lying around, that might be something you want to do. Though that said, Nervelet, they're chilling for him, and like he was really, really powerful when he came out, but it has kind of he has kind of dropped off with Natlan and Nodcry. But yeah, I mean that would be what I would recommend is swap out the circlet for crit rate circlet with crit damage and HP percent substats. If you don't have that, then define it with an elixir. Yeah. Other than that, was there anything else you wanted me to look at? 108% crit rate on your Yaimiko? What? That's wild. With only 181% crit damage. It's okay. Yeah, there's my my opinion on the matter. I don't even know if it's good. So hopefully that helps you out. And hopefully I haven't steered you wrong. But I'm not like super confident in my ability to analyze characters. It's just the crit rate's a little low on Nervalet.
Exploration and trials.
Hold on. Hold on. I didn't even...
Right up my alley.
I wasn't even thinking about this, but let's see. 31.1%. That's going to bring you up to 76.2. Plus, the artifact is going to bring you up to 112% crit rate. Oh, wait, no. Because you'd lose the 10% from the circlet substat. So yeah, it's going to be just barely over 100%, which is fine. Like, you don't want to be over 100%, but if it's just a little bit over, that's better than the 81%, I think. Anyway. Did I do the test runs? I have not done the test runs. We can do that if we have extra time making these shorts. Making Teyvat shorts. Wait, can we teleport directly to here? Hey, Queen Day and Night. It's been a while. How you been? Hey, we can. Are you ready to make a flash cut? Let's do it. Alright, the cameras are in position and our actors are also ready to go. All you have to do is to do your thing. I forget who's running. I forget who's running right now. The banners. Nefer? Oh wait, use various characters to participate. Character is from Liyue, the Traveler, or the Mannequin. And ka-ching. Lauma? Or did you say have her? You mean that you got her? That she came home. Homeward bound. During certain theme shoots, you must perform designated actions within the time limit. I wish I was homeward bound. Home, where my thoughts are straying home, where my music's playing home. My love lies waiting silently for me. I messed up there. Oh. Nice. Okay. Condoked post-production. Yes, I can speak. I can words. Adjust camera position or keep the original angle and move on to the next step. So wait, we're just like watching them attack us. Oh. So Lauma came home then? I'm very confused as to the conversation. I don't even have Nefer, so I'm not. My confidence in my ability to assess an Nefer is already assess characters is pretty low, but I'll give it a look-see. I really need to make a thing for checking out Akasha because I seem to do that a lot these days. That is the most gambler's Nefer I have ever seen. Oh wait, no, never mind. I keep forgetting there's the 80% crit rate. So never mind. That's actually it is 80%, right? I forget the stats on these. I really wish. Yes, I want to stop. I'm sorry. I forget the artifact sets. Well, yeah, I mean, I know what she wants, but 30% crit rate. So that's so it's 73.3%, which that's another one where I would say swap out the circlet. And I think in this case, yeah, you get about 100%. So if you swap out the circlet for crit rate with crit damage and EM substats, that would probably help quite a bit. Other than that, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about the goblet or about the timepiece because elemental mastery as the main stat, I know how absolutely painful it is to try and get that. So I think those are probably the best stats you could hope for. The best substats. Energy recharge is not really something that Nefer worries about, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I mean, like I said, swap out the circlet. Again, that's another example of where I'd be okay with using an elixir. Okay, what's the hint as to who came home? Wait, Neloma gives 10 crit? What? I don't have Nefer. Why do I know what? Why would I know what Lauma gives? Hold on. Hyper Bloom and Blue Virgin damage. Oh, all nearby party members Lunar Bloom damage crit rate plus 10% and crit damage plus 20%. But does that apply to all of Nefer's hits? A 4-star Dendro Kiriri? Did you get Kiriri? Venti, I'm sorry. One of these days. In the okay, you know what? Fine. Here, we can do it. Edie. All right. Desperately wanted to join my world. What for? What you be craving? I really need to build Kiriri. She's quite a good character. I mean, she's a Dendro shielder, which is nice to have. And I do think she applies quite a bit of Dendro. I think she's underrated. A fellow Fiorina appreciator. Wait, Harbinger of Dawn on Fiorina? See it? I think I see the vision in that. I mean, I'm pretty sure I use Deepwood Memories, but that's probably not the best one. It's for the crit, yeah. And I mean, Fiorina is always going to be run with a healer, so she's always going to be at over 90% HP. You lost on Why? Why would you pull for Lenny? Why would you do this to yourself? Ignore the fact that I also have Lenny. The reason I got Lenny was for the radar, which I guess that's why people pull for Lenny, because he's the only 5-star radar character that doesn't have a 4-star option. Why? You can't see what Venti's saying, but no, absolutely not. There is something wrong with all of you. All right, y'all need Jesus. Corinne's fine. Okay, you gotta understand the reason I pull for characters, right, is to complete a set, right? I want to complete the Archon set. I want to complete the Harbinger set. I finally, after I pulled Chaska, completed the Natlan Hero set. And then there's also other characters that I just think are adorable. Like Varessa. And Linnea. They're just adorable. And then of course the shill characters, because, you know. Oh, yeah, but, well, no, she's not a 4-star, though. Clorinde is not a 4-star, so she's a 5-star as well. I forgot that she can do that as well. DPS Chi-Chi... what am I doing? I don't know how to play this game. Artifacts, right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. What is that? 55.6 CV. Well, actually, I want to show you. I have a Chi-Chi team that I have not actually built. I'm going to use it one of these days. Oh, that's right. I can't show it off. Um, okay. So it's Chi-Chi. It's Furina. It's why can't I think of Nahida? And it's Bennett. C6 Bennett. It's important that it's C6 Bennett. Okay? And so Chi-Chi, you get the bloom cord. She's the Burgeon enabler. She's the one that's hitting them for the fire damage. Ice Coffee and Dahlia. What's Ice Coffee? Oh, Escoffier. Okay. Hold on. Again, I gotta show you because my face here. Well, whatever. Chi-Chi, Furina, Ice Coffee. Well, that's a decent alternative to Skirk. I'll tell you that. But no, I wanna make so that team that I was telling you about: Chi-Chi, Furina, Nahida, and Bennett. C6 Bennett specifically. I call that Hot Pocket, and I want to make that team work. So the next time we have a Spiral Abyss or something where Burgeon is viable, I will use that team. And I will make Chi-Chi meta.
Light it up. Let's fly.
Here's the fun fact about cats. They view elevation as a sign of dominance. So if you have like a multi-tiered cat tree, the cat that's higher up, they'll fight over that position because the cat that's higher up is considered to be the more dominant one. Reject the meta, yes indeed. I mean, to be fair, I kind of follow the meta a little bit just so that I don't have to think when I'm actually in Spiral Abyss or any of that stuff. And that way, I can be a little bit easy mode.
Your way. Gaining some altitude can bring.
I should point out that my Furina is C2, so that's gonna give quite a bit of advantage. At 5 pity, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. If only I could have that luck. I did once. I did have that luck once. That was how I got, who was it? What's an Escoffier? It was someone on a rerun. Wait, no. Friendship, constellation unlock level.
These days.
How do I...
Any conflicts around? I'm in the mood for some peacemaking.
Was it Escoffier? It might have been Escoffier. Hold on. No, it was an Effa. That's right. Columbina and an Effa. I got ridiculously lucky. I got Columbina at 20 pity. And then I got, I think it was like Kaching at 20 pity. And then I got Inefa at 20 pity. C5 Dea. I have... what's my Dea at? I know it's at least C4. Oh, C6. C6 Dea. And I pulled her on the limited banner. I was like, yeah, I want to get a... I was still fairly new. I was still working on my overworld team. And I wanted a Pyro Claymore 5-star. Just because I kind of wanted all 5-star. Is that the secret? Is that the secret to getting super lucky is to be free to play? Maybe that's the secret to being super lucky. Cause once HoYoverse knows that they can squeeze you, they'll squeeze you for every penny that they can. Maybe buying into the Welkin Moon and the Battle Pass was a mistake. Should have gone full free to play. Okay, but that's just HoYoverse telling you that you shouldn't be pulling for Lenny. Because he's bad. It's HoYoverse telling you that you need Jesus. You don't need Lenny, you need Jesus. This is what Fenty is saying. You know, as a pretty boy myself, I should not be speaking negatively about pretty boys, but I didn't. Well, okay, first of all, I've already done all my commissions. But second of all, I'm in multiplayer. I thought this wasn't an option. I thought you couldn't do quests in multiplayer. What's happening here? Please, help me out. I was just thinking about the novel story, and before I knew it, Maria was just gone. Are you sure you didn't leave it at your seat in the opera house? Or left it tied to the restaurant door or something? I've already searched all those those areas. I've even looked under that seat, but Maria wasn't there. Oh, the mere thought of it. That my little Maria would be kidnapped by someone, or perhaps follow someone blindly as if stricken by puppy love. Miss Dale, I'm quite sure that Maria wouldn't make the same mistake twice like that. But my Bari Boo is still so little, and little children make the same errors many times, and even revel in it, right? Your dog is not a child, okay? Don't be treating... Dogs are not children, children are not pets. Pets are not children, children are not pets. Stop equating the two, please. I'm quite certain that Baria is not as young as you say. And who's this Baria, if I might ask? Miss Dale's dog. My family. It's not your child. Maybe, well, I was gonna say maybe have an actual child, but given the fact that, you know, she's lost her dog twice now, maybe that's not for the... Maybe it's for the best that she doesn't reproduce. Yep, her family has gone missing, and she's asking for my help. Miss Staley, we've already searched this area once. I would wager that Baria has headed off into the wilds. Then let's go there too. Please, miss, I ask you to stay in the city. With the dress you wear, you would not be able to catch Baria even if you found it. Nonsense! Why, Baria would jump into my arms if it so much as saw me. It? Do you not know if your dog is male or female? Then I suppose it hurt us not. When we were calling up and down the theater, yes? Well, there you have it. I'm afraid I cannot bring Baria back to Miss Staley alone. I cannot simply leave my post for long. I cannot simply leave my post for long, much less ask another colleague to leave theirs with me. But if you're willing, traveler, could you help us both out? Well, it wouldn't be a problem, per se. Well, that's settled then. Please come with me to the wilds. We shall look for Baria together. Considering its weight and stamina, it cannot have run too far. What? My body is most healthy, thank you. I would agree if we were talking about its mental health. Let us be off, lest Baria gain a taste for the outdoors and run still further away. Hey. Sorry about that. Sorry. In the bushes. Let's head out to the patch over here. Not here. Let's head elsewhere. By the way... my brain. Listen. My brain, I don't know. I wish I... There's some noise from the bushes over there. Do you hear it? Melusines. There we go. I am so mad that it took me that long to remember. Melusines are the best addition to this game. Bar none. The Aranara, I love the Aranara, but the Melusines, they are adorable. They are adorable. And the story of their story is just, it's so bittersweet and wonderfully bittersweet. Well, there it is, and looking quite good too. I wonder when Miss Staley will realize that dogs have no love for the opera or for her novels. Let us return. She's probably worried sick. I've never done this quest before, so I don't know. Maybe it'll unlock another quest I haven't done. Bari, oh my baby, where have you been? I simply found a quiet spot to rest for a while. A bit of a vacation, you see. Ugh, I was so worried. Thank you, Officer Blethine. Thank you. You will be in my next novel for sure. Thank you for your consideration, but it might be best if you save the ink. I doubt anyone would be all that interested in the daily life of a police officer. Given the popularity of police procedural dramas, I doubt it. I doubt that's a true statement. Then I'll simply have to dramatize your tale. It will be interesting, I swear. That promise of yours is already too much drama for me, I think. The conclusion's got to be inspiring. Let me think. Who shall I assign to be your partner? She just does what she wants. No matter what. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm following you.
Try and stop me.
Okay, wait. Clearly you have teleported away. That would not have been ideal for me to try and just run to the Jade Chamber. What you want to show me? Actually, I've never shot an eagle out of the sky. I wonder if maybe I could try doing that. What was that? Yeah. It's a very easy way to kill off a character without causing too much trouble. I don't think she's dead for good.
Rise with the sun.
Take me up.
Why? She's not a fantastic character, but she's not terrible either from a personality or from a meta perspective. Why? Because she's a much better character than Lenny in basically every respect. I should not hate on. By the way, sorry, you two people in chat can see the what I'm responding to. Hide my face. Here, how about that? That makes it easier. But yeah, Lenny does not deserve the hate that I am giving him. He, as terms of a character, he's I certainly don't mind him as a character. The House of the Hearth story is kind of cool, kind of interesting. Freminette. I have not touched Freminette. I I'm going to have to at some point. I do want to build all of my characters. But, yeah. By the way, I absolutely hate that this form of Fiorina is largely useless. I first of all, I'd really like a healer. A healer Archon. I imagine we're gonna get that with the Tsaritsa. But
How brilliant!
Lil bro, I've been playing for much longer than you have. I've been playing since 2.8. Okay? Not your little bro. But sure, what's the glitch?
Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light.
I'm actually gonna have to wrap up the stream pretty soon, by the way.
Except we call that light hope.
Yeah, I don't think you have a glitch for free primos.
One, two, breathe. Three.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens.
Oh yeah, by the way, when I was talking about my my collections, the Archons, the Harbingers, and the Natlan Heroes, which, by the way, the Harbingers, I am missing 2, I think. I'm missing Wanderer and Tartaglia. Yeah.
Many insects have a
But-
compulsion to follow the light. And humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Life goes on.
Anyway, so a new collection is gonna be the Hexen Circle members, not the Hexerai characters, but the Hexen Circle, the members of the Hexen Circle. So yeah.
Hey, do you know what? Neither do I.
You know what? Chicken butt. You know why? Your butt's dry. I cannot afford to gift you primos. Sorry. Oh, I see what you're saying. You can show me a glitch, but you're gonna charge me primos for it. Okay.
Instead of confining themselves to the heavens, God should broaden their horizons in the world below.
I appreciate the offer, but I must decline. And I'm also...
One, two, breathe. Three, four, and
Okay. Okay, show... Okay. Show me the glitch. I will delay being done
one,
for the night
two, three,
for a little bit so you can show me this glitch.
two, three, four.
All right, so we're here. is the shortest character in Genshin? I forget. Oh, one other thing about Hot Pocket is that I want to give Chi-Chi the Sword of Narcissan Cruz.
Take me up.
I guess I should have brought Veressa. Went fast. It's actually one of the other benefits of using Lost Prayer to the Sacred Wind on Veressa. So it makes her so nice in the overworld. Alright. What is this glitch? The crevasse. This over here.
Rise.
Oh. Well. Okay. I need a little bit of work there. Game. Hopefully I don't get banned for this. But, ha! This is not something you generally see in online games, especially glitches like this. But yes, the Skyrim days are coming back to me. Yeah, this is in fact quite new for me.
Let's fly.
When Barbara's working, she's so...
Did you forget about me? Creepy stalker dude. Allows you to give Albert a taste of his own medicine. Well, thank you for showing me that. Hopefully it doesn't get me banned. Hopefully it doesn't get you banned. And yeah, but I appreciate it.
Anything the knights can do for you?
Actually, there was that one walking underwater glitch that you could do with Kaya, but then again, because you have Fiorina, there isn't really much point to it. The whole idea was to get you to Inazuma early, which I presume you've been. Anyway.
Anything the knights can do for you?
I guess we're gonna call it for the night there. I still, I need to get to bed. I got a lot of sleep to catch up on. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope the rest of your night is a good one, and I will see you later. Heart hands.